Conscious collaboration brings together entrepreneurs, changemakers, and thought leaders. We aim to highlight the people that embody the idea of aligned mind, body, and business. Each week, we share, discuss, and learn from the various experiences and ideas of our guest experts. Through our discovery, we find a path to an aligned mind, body, and business.
What up, y'all? I'm Emily.
And I'm Lisa, and we are the Conscious Collaboration.
Woo! The barely conscious collaboration.
Welcome to the party.
Caffeine is my blood type right now.
Oh, I know. You have a lot going on. And
caffeine and hot sauce.
I had a client yesterday tell me, too, that we're in the shadows of Mercury in retrograde. I don't know how
it's been a little while out of the shadows.
Are we always in the shadows?
I don't think it's time for another one yet, is it?
I'm Googling
it. I mean, I think we just had two major natural disasters on top of each other. and life is glitchy right now.
Yes, life is very, very glitchy. I don't know what day it is. I think I've missed like 2 friend birthdays and
we missed our my business birthday.
Oh, happy birthday!
We're 6.
Oh, what is it? It's still October. Yeah.
Yeah, we're early October. I guess a Libra.
Oh, your business is a Libra.
Yes.
Okay, so yeah,
I don't know. I formed my LLC in April, so I don't know. The brick and mortar opened in October, so.
Yeah, I go by my LLC anniversary, but I don't have a brick and mortar, so it's different. Well, happy anniversary.
Yeah. Hey, thanks.
So the next Mercury in retrograde isn't until November 25th, so around the U.S. Thanksgiving time. So I think
we're like barely in the shade, maybe.
So I have really no excuse for all the tech issues other than, just glitches in life. To that point, you and I thought we would just do a quick and dirty energy upgrade and see what everybody is facing. Most of the people that are our listeners, well, actually everybody, even internationally, people have been watching natural disasters everywhere, and we were in the midst of 2. So everybody's in the soup, and hopefully we're on the other side and in the clear for a while. But let's see where.
And I've heard from a couple of people, one just today, who are not located here. They have some connection to here, but who expressed that, I know we're not in it like y'all, but they expressed that they had really been feeling the heaviness, the collective kind of grief and even hysteria, as one person put it.
Oh, that's so sad.
Soup of things.
Yeah, it reminds me of those. There's like, what are those Russian dolls that they collapse on each other, and there's like a tiny one at the very bottom of it, and they're all stacked up. It reminds me of that effect because I was, I think people outside of me, my family up in Maryland and the International Feng Shui Guild, they see me as majorly affected and impacted by Hurricane Helene and Milton. And really, I did very well. I mean, I still have a tree that's resting on my house and, some things to repair, but I'm pretty well fine. I mean, aside from being disconnected from society and not having a lot of resources for a little while. But so I feel great and whole, but to them, it was stressful witnessing me in this situation. And then I'm looking at friends and clients that have completely lost their houses and bare bones, and they have no place to go. And then further down, they're looking at someone more destroyed than them. So it's like, it just.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it does. There's of course a spectrum, and we can and should be immensely grateful to be on a lesser, damaged end of the spectrum for sure. But we all we're affected, right? Especially if we do live here. Everything, every aspect of our collective emotional health, physical health, and our economical health has all been affected. So, it's okay, I think, to feel any kind of survivor's guilt that may come up, but it's also okay to feel sad and angry and very
Confused.
upset and disoriented, even if we didn't, lose anything physical. Because it's heavy for all of us.
Mm-hmm. And we're just constantly reminded, driving down the streets, we're reminded, and social media, we're reminded.
Life in a post-disaster zone is not normal.
Yeah, it's lingering for sure. So let's check in with the I Ching and do a quick reading and continue just seeing how we are shaping up energetically. Last week, the theme was standing still. That wasn't everybody's session last week. The same energy kept coming up. I think it was in our session that we had last week too. So the energy around everyone right now is patience.
More storm looking.
I know.
Those are tornado looking.
Yeah, they do look like tornadoes.
Mm-hmm.
They do also look like sperm, which could talk about like the creation that comes out of
sperm-nado.
AI is going to make that the title of our podcast.
Hey, who doesn't need a good laugh right now?
Oh yeah, that's a great movie idea.
Talk about a clickbaity title. Let's go for it. Let's do it.
Water above and sky below. Let's take a look at what the energy is moving forward to see how we can operate.
Sperm above.
The energy
sperm above, eggs below. It's a rebirth.
Yes. Oh gosh.
Remember Lucas talking where the sperm had it.
I was having that imagery of that.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, there's so much I could say around that. I'm going to come back to it. The energy moving forward to put us in our best light to be the most productive and effective in the next 1 to 3 weeks is youthful folly. So I think we're doing that. So
I mean, that's a very look. Okay, you started this, to be fair, but my brain's already there.
Okay, do it.
And I mean, that's a sperm-like energy, moving forward with youthful folly.
Yeah, just like
the little sperm is the fool. Like, I'm taking my leap of faith. Here I go to start my little journey.
Nobody can see our video right now. That was my sperm impersonation. It was wiggly.
What was the song? They had all the like the Four Seasons songs on Look Who's Talking. No, that's not it.
No, that's beautiful. It was a little bit like Fergie. I
was thinking of the Sherry Baby song. I know it's a Four Seasons song that I'm trying to come up with, but it wasn't Sherry Baby. But it was Big Girls Don't Cry. I don't know. Maybe that was Look Who's Talking Too with the girl.
Okay, let's see. What was that movie called? Look Who's Talking?
Yes.
Taking a little pause to Google.
I say another quote from there all the time. I think I've even dropped it on the podcast before that few people really ever get the reference. But so there's a part where Kirstie Alley is kind of like daydreaming what her life would be like if she married John Travolta, and they're like kind of like this like, I don't know, white trash kind of thing going on, and he brings out this busted can for dinner with no label on it, and he just goes, could be lunch meat, could be peaches, I don't know, and everybody kind of starts laughing, and she's just in this nightmare. And I drop that all the time. Could be lunch meat, could be peaches, and everybody's like, what the fuck are you talking about?
I just want you to know, Emily, I did a Google on this trying to find the soundtrack, and it came up with a whole Reddit thread of people interested
It's a
in this.
classic soundtrack.
It is. And people love it. So there's I Get Around, the Beach Boys.
Yeah, I get around. Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah, Youthful Folly. So embody that, everybody, moving forward. But what does Youthful Folly?
Beach Boys are totally youthful folly.
What does that look like to you? Can you see that?
Where the sperm is going.
Essentially. Why
Exactly
is that?
what it looks like.
Why is this? This is sex ed.
It definitely is.
Major creation
There's no
vibe.
getting around that.
But you get around. Anyway.
I get around.
It's really creepy though, but sperm has some sort of like, I get the youthful folly vibes and like the jester kind of thing, and like maybe like a little bit of rugby because they're fighting each other to get to like a ball.
Yeah.
But they actually have their own little kind of right, but they have some sort of like intelligence about them, which is creepy. Yeah, I don't know. There's a whole. I don't want to talk about it anymore, but yes,
it's too late. We're in the gutter. We are in the gutter. Let's commit. And then, you know what? The I Ching gave us full blown permission with those pictures.
It did.
Okay.
It did. So the caution from the I Ching is a fisherman can cast the line, but still can only wait for the fish to bite.
The fish got bite.
Similar. It's a fickle fish. Oh gosh.
Yeah. Yes. That's what she said.
Welcome to Spermnado. Anyway, this is the energy of patience. Proceed cautiously but resolutely with whatever you are doing. This situation calls for consistency and perseverance. Waiting is an essential skill. Patience is a powerful force. Time is an ally for those with inner strength. So yeah, there's everybody right now, their current energy is patience. So whether you're here with us in the Tampa Bay area or if you are wherever you are around the world, we have a lot of listeners in Africa, by the way. FYI, I checked our stats. So,
what's up, guys?
Yeah, I love the accents. I would like some guests from South Africa. Please call. Anyway, everybody's in this holding pattern where we're really learning the importance of patience. So I feel
waiting on insurance claims and FEMA and such.
And you know what?
Matters.
I've just embraced the dead tree that's resting on my romance and partnership area. It's just a part of my life. And now I'm just going to decorate it for Halloween. It's going to be there for a while. Yeah.
You can, I bet, find little sperm ornaments.
Perfect.
Little witch hats or something.
That's perfect. Perfect for the energy of romance and partnerships.
Isn't it? I think Gulfport would embrace that.
Oh, heck yeah.
I don't think they would be a fickle fish.
No. But you know what? Gulfport is patiently waiting for people to come and assist and help with chainsaws. Well, not in a scary way, but the chop tree. We've been having parties and concerts, and it's been a lot of fun here, and it's beautiful weather. So it's easy to be patient when we live in paradise.
That's a blessing. Yes.
Yeah. So you're in a place where, it's not the place to be forcing results or rushing anything. Hold your integrity. And believe it or not, this is a divine lesson in this I Ching reading. Oh, listen, check this out. You may be falling into an abyss. This is a time of difficulty. I like how we're looking at it with youthful folly. It's best to yield gracefully. So accept that you're falling into the abyss. Remain cautious and alert. Help will be arriving from unknown corners. keep an open mind, and you will find your way out of the current challenges. And you can learn from the lessons in this situation. If a remedy does not present itself soon, remember, every trial that you survive makes you stronger. Good fortune awaits you. I don't like
I
that
mean,
lesson, but it's true.
I feel that. I really do. And it's very aligned with the conversation I was just having before we started this recording. And that is that, like, I mean, it is so massively out of our control, like everything that happened. That if you start to try to control elements that you cannot, it's going to be so overwhelming. It's going to feel so overwhelming that you will go
Hurt
into some
yourself.
kind of hysteria or otherwise. And so you kind of just have to, like, the only option to move forward is, yes, to keep showing up, but
Right.
to just be open to, okay, like, I see that we're not going to continue forward in the same way that we were doing. So I'm open to whatever this is. Like, I
Yeah.
am here, I am present, I am ready to, work, or, whatever the thing is, serve, uh, God, world, universe, you're just going to have to show me the way. Like, I'm here. Like, what's up?
Well, I
What do
think
we,
too, like, looking at it like you're talking about with curiosity and levity. I Ching also says, coming out of this, it says, when the storm hits, it can behoove you to enjoy a glass of wine.
Yeah, you do. You really do. And, I mean, taking any sort of moments to fill your own cup, whether it be in that way, just sort of letting loose, and also, the things like we were talking about yesterday, the self-care type of
Yeah.
things, which on occasion, just sitting back and enjoying a glass of wine is self-care. If you're not, you know drifting into self-medication,
Right.
escape
Consistently. If it's
land.
replacing your
Yeah,
life, no.
yeah.
But
So, I mean, yeah, and I think that's important. And I know Olivia and I took advantage of the moments that we could just kind of pretend like we were on vacation, when we
yeah.
were relaxing, because it's like we're gonna need this, we're gonna need all of this, like, good and joyful energy that we can muster when we go back to, whatever we're going back to. And I think that's still true. Like, shit is heavy. And so, just like, when I was working in the ICU, you have to maintain a sense of humor and joy, even in the darkest of situations, or you will just crumble.
Yeah,
You will fall
exactly.
into the abyss instead of, be lifted and carried and shown the path forward.
When you were talking, it was reminding me of Alice in Wonderland when she falls into like a hole, the rabbit hole.
The rabbit hole.
Right. And just so many themes in that too, with time, and play, and youthful folly and trickery. So the I Ching talks a lot about, in personal matters, remember that everything cannot be done at once. If you do not take time for recreation and relaxation today, will tomorrow be any better? So that pretty much just sums up everything you said. Wise Oracle Emily.
Shit.
Add that to your resume.
The spermical.
Yeah. So you might feel stuck, as in mud, and your enemies may be feeling encouraged. You are in an exposed position. Be cautious and considerate in relationships, and be on guard. Be alert to shifting alliances. Such awareness can prevent harm. I mean, that's kind of like also when you're on the top of a mountain, or you've reached a place of a lot of success and you're very visible to a lot of people. But in this instance, you could just be in a place where you're stuck, and there may be people that are just watching that and evaluating. So just a little bit of caution there. Nothing's coming particular, which I'm glad. So yeah, so it is still pretty tricky in terms of the energy, but building off of standstill and into patience, it's like phases coming out of grief. Let go of anxious thinking, meditate, remain open, alert, and prepared.
Mm-hmm.
Do not try to alter the path that has been set for you at this time. Rest assured that you are headed in the right direction. Don't become impatient. So everybody, good job being patient. It's hard to be patient. I don't like it when the I Ching advises me to be patient because I like things to just flow and materialize and be surprising. And patience is just something we all work on all the time. But I love moving forward just to really embody youthful folly in a healthy way. So in moderation, really observing how you deal with mistakes of your own and of others. So remember, youthful folly, you want to keep it in a healthy vein and not in a place of ignorance.
Mm-hmm.
It's that children vibe. Who is being the teacher, my child or me? And just have your wits about you. You've been through or you've witnessed the worst and the hardest. And as we were talking about those at abyss vibes, but look for the opportunities to delight in learning and all this healthy children-like vibes, delighting in joy and wisdom and awe. And I think it's actually an opportune time, this time of year. In the US, we're coming up on Halloween and there's lots of fun events and playing, and it's good weather for us here in Florida, so we get to be outside. And yeah, so there's a lot of looking within yourself, not looking outside of yourself necessarily. Give up trying to convince others that you are right. It's both exhausting and counterproductive. Allow others to proceed into whatever they're doing. It may be the only way they can learn, and without learning, no one can achieve success. Care without forcing attention. Trying to take care of someone who is unwilling can actually be harmful. Live and let learn. So the healthy and the unhealthy sides of youthful folly.
Yeah. Yeah. Don't get reckless. Be intentional with it. But yeah, allow yourself some positive emotions. It's okay, even if even though, not if, even though there's so much sadness and anger and grief and destruction around. And by allowing it for yourself, you give other people around you permission to do the same.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Instead of just thinking they need to keep it in because others have it worse, I mean, and that's a noble thought or sentiment, but it's not helpful to deny our own pain or experience because someone else had a worse experience.
Right. Exactly. Yeah.
Our cells all experience trauma in the same way, whether it's capital T or little t, or, it's really not useful in terms of how it affects us in our individual body to try to rank whose trauma was worse kind of thing. It just doesn't do anybody any good. So allowing yourself to acknowledge whatever feelings that come up for you, regardless of what you lost or didn't lose, I think is super important for everybody.
Everybody's learning so much in this, as I Ching talked about, and as we've been talking about, very similar to pandemic vibes. There was a lot of going within, and there's a lot of creation that comes out of destruction, physically and transcendentally, people are in a mode of creation, hopefully imagination,
Mm-hmm.
and in the vein of youthful folly, hopefully looking at a way to do things that brings more joy, like you said, more intentional, and can withstand any future, withstand better any future storms, whether it be a hurricane or obstacles. Yeah.
Well, there's a saying, right? Like, essentially, innovation the best innovation comes from necessity.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that's the exact phrase, but that's the gist of it, you know. And I mean, we saw this with the pandemic, and obviously, you know, I don't think there's anybody who would say that happening was a positive thing, but I mean, so many of us can look back and find things that we were able to harness for a positive future that
Yeah.
came from the necessities of having to reevaluate and rework everything.
I think the whole
So I think
concept
it's a
of,
similar.
the like collaboration concept,
Mhm.
just gets stronger and stronger. We saw it really take off during the pandemic, and now coming out of these natural disasters, and now that we're definitely an international, well-connected collective, there's so much collaboration that's coming and so many more opportunities. So I think, in terms of moving better in that direction of youthful folly in a healthy way, to help us transcend, there's a lot of hope that we can trust that things are in a creative mode out of
Yeah.
destruction.
Yeah, allow it. It's okay. And I want to put back on my trainer and yoga instructor hat for a second and remind people, implore people, like not only to take on this energy of youthful folly, but acknowledge, be aware that now, right, is the time when we tend to want to shove aside our self-care type, and not even just self-care, like, because that almost has an implication of like extra things, but I'm talking the foundations of health, right? And we get in this kind of depressed state, even if that's a very general term, but to describe a lot of different feelings. But being in that depressed state makes us want to do, you know what I mean? We don't want to drink water. We don't want to, take the time out to do a few minutes of a breathing exercise or a little bit of, gentle movement for our body. And now is the time when we need it most, or we want to go into just a processed food coma, or whatever the thing is. We're kind of searching for those dopamine hits. I think that's where we can get in trouble, looking for too much of the youthful folly. So it's just really easy to fall out of habits that are caring for yourself and for your body and your physical and mental energy, and easy to fall into habits that are taking it exactly in the opposite direction. And it just has a snowball effect either way, to where you're going to feel worse and worse and worse, or you're going to feel better and better and better. So all that is to say, just be aware that you're not going to feel like doing it. You're not, but that is your cue that you need to do it the most. Start small. Start with the water. You know what I mean? Start by drinking some water and go from there.
Yeah, that's good advice.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I agree. And that's something that everybody needs. So, and I love that you're getting that message out there here locally and inviting people to come in and making sure that people have a place to do yoga, to get connected with the community. And I've seen a lot of that just spread throughout. So I think a lot of good support is out there. and people remain connected. And so that's why I feel a little more hopeful for the area. I don't feel that, it doesn't feel people are getting stuck in that loop as much.
Yeah. Well, we are a yoga rich area for sure. And that is proving to be definitely to our advantage right now, just as a collective, because that's a great opportunity to just collaborate energetically, be in a room with other people who understand what's happening right now, and a place where you can move and treat your body in a healthy way, but not under judgment or scrutiny, and just to be where exactly where you are in that moment.
I love that. Yeah. And, to that point, Emily, it's been a while, but we should drop a link inside of the Conscious Collaboration Collective of your class, your restorative class on Sunday. Yeah. And, for people that aren't living in a yoga rich community, that don't have that access, you can join Emily live.
I could go live tomorrow at 12:30.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. That'd be good. I like it. Let's do it. Yay. All right. Well, I feel like we're headed in the right direction. That was fun and a good youthful folly exercise, Emily, showing up today. So I hope that the listeners, I hope you out there enjoyed youthful folly with us.
Tornado.
And you just said it 4 times. It's definitely going to be our title. So
Beetlejuice.
Come find us now on your favorite podcast directory. And you can sync up with us.
If this turns out to be our most popular episode,
yeah, you're welcome.
Wouldn't that just be us?
It would be. Yeah. It's perfect. All right, guys. Well, thanks for showing up today. And we look forward to hearing from you and hope to have you inside of the Conscious Collaboration Collective closed and private Facebook group. And we will talk to you in 5.
Talk to y'all in 5.
Bye.
Thank y'all so much for listening to our podcast. If you haven't yet, please be sure to subscribe, rate, review, and share with all your friends so they can join our circle of collaboration on this journey. You can find us on Instagram at Conscious Collaboration Podcast, on Spotify, iTunes, and Audible, to name a few. Please join us next time for another deep dive into how you can live life in more alignment, mind, body, and business. Send us your questions and comments in our DMs or email us at consciouscollaborationpodcast@gmail.com. See you in 5 minutes.